Hi everybody and welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to show you how to make a pocket mod like this one for any game that you might have that doesn't come in this format here. This one is the Wandering Library. I have a video in the channel of me playing this, so you can go check it out. But this game, it doesn't come in a pocket mod format. This is it. I'm going to leave the link in the description, and it comes in like full page format like this one. I just turned it into a pocket mod format like this one. So that's what I'm going to show you today, how to take any short game that you might have that you want in a pocket mod format and put in a pocket mod format. So I'm going to share my screen so that I can show everything to you, and all the links that I might use here I'm going to leave in the description below. Okay, I already have here the game opened. It's only 2 pages, okay? And I'm going to leave the link so you can get the game, your own version if you want. They have a black and white document and they have the colorful document, which is this one. This is the one I'm going to be transforming into a pocket mod, and I'm going to be using Canva to do that. So I have this template for a pocket mod. If you want my template on Canva, I'm also going to leave a link down below and you can go check it out. It's one of the listings that I have on my itch.io store. So let's go. And it's already all organized for us. So what do I do here first? I'm going to put the cover first. This one that I'm using here has this big area here that is perfect in my opinion for the cover. So I'm just going to be taking a print of this image and using it there on Canva. A lot of things here I'm going to take prints of the tables, of the images, and putting it here. I'm going to delete these indications of front and back cover, and I already actually uploaded a few of the images, so I'm just going to resize things and position them on the correct part. Okay, so as you can see the line here, this print that I took, it's a little bit small, so I'm just going to adjust a little bit. It's going to take a bit of the drawing from one side and from the other, but I still think it's good. So that's it. I also took a print screen of a area that had nothing in it, just to put as the back cover and have like a space continually filled in here. And I'm going to put the credits of the document of the game, the author and everything in the back. So I'm going to just rotate and put it like here. Maybe I can increase the size a little bit. And since this is an image on top of an image, you're going to see like the line of this. I'm just going to remove the background here. You can just copy the text, like it's, where's the document? Here, okay. You can just copy this text and type there or paste there. I decided to get like the image and there it is. So I can keep the credits of the original author there. So we have the cover and back cover, and now we're just going to put the contents of the game. This template that I made already has like the pages set up. I'm not going to be using page numbers for this one in particular. Um, and usually I don't always use page numbers for my pocket mods because it's so short of a book that you don't really need page numbers. But I'm going to use these as the text boxes for the content that I am, um, you know, just creating. Um, I am not going to use this vertical format of text. I'm going to use a horizontal one. So I'm going to just rotate things and position here and make sure the sizing is correct for the page, more or less. And I'm coming to the document and I'm copying the information. And then I'm just pasting here. You can take prints of the information as well if you want. In this particular case, since I can copy the text correctly, that's what I'm going to do. Some PDFs sometimes are a little bit wonky and you can't copy things very well, but this one it's not the case. So I'm just formatting the text here so I make sure that everything fits. And again, this is a 2-page document, so it's going to be quite easy to fit everything because there's not a lot of information. But if you have a longer document, you might have to do some juggling to put things in a way that works, you know? I only do this if the game is quite small so that I don't have a lot of trouble um, finding space for everything. But I did do this already with some documents that had like 6 pages. So it is possible, but you have to do some juggling so the information fits, you know? Okay, so let me see. Now, and I do like the design of the original document. So I am going to try to keep it. So for example, in this case, that information was in a box. So I'm going to look for squares and I'm going to create a square with some margins. Oops, no, I want the color here to put around this text. So I can zoom in to make sure that things fit together. And I think 13 is too big of a font. I like to use like 10 or 11. I think it's big enough, but you can try and test. I have gone as low as like 7 or 8, sometimes even 6, but it may be too small for a lot of you. So you just try and experiment and see what works. And then now we have the how to play. So I'm going to copy this part and continue here. I'm actually going to put a size 10. Okay. And I'm just copying here all the text. Okay, and it copied and pasted the contents all together, but I have like until journaling is kind of a line or paragraph, and then I have the other paragraph right here. Okay, and how to play is kind of the title, so I'm going to put that in bold and maybe a little bit of a bigger font. Maybe we can make this bigger. I think for these particular documents, we can make the fonts bigger because there isn't a lot to try to fit in. So we have space to use. Okay. And I'm going to delete this number 2. Great. Next part, I have this getting started, and I have this little text here. So let me get the getting started first. Come here, I'm going to copy this to here, paste. So getting started. This is another part. This is another part, and this is another part. So kind of like that. I'm going to increase the size of this, yes, of this title to the same one that I did before. It's 15, so I'm going up to 15, and I'm taking the bold out of this part here. Okay, good. And aligning it to the sides, I'm going to take this page number out. Okay. I'm also taking this from centered because I don't think we need it to be centered. Yeah. And the last part of text is this one. So I'm just going to copy it and add this. And you see, we didn't use all the space, so I can correct that later. But another thing we have to put there is the tables. So let me just take a print of this table because I don't want to reproduce it. You could reproduce it directly. I'm just going to take a print because I think it's faster and easier, and I actually like the formatting on this table. So okay, let me put this here, and I think, yes, the other one came here. Good. Okay, so the small one, I think this is the side. I'm going to just have to check the correct directions for when it's cut and fold to make sure that it actually works. So I'm just resizing here. I'm going to take these numbers out. Okay, So this is page 5. Yeah, this is the correct direction of things. I'm going to try to make the tables as big as they can be, because these are going to be small text. And there's no much we can do here because of the size of the page, but I think um, just okay. I think this is good enough for our tables so far. And we can like invest some time in changing the layout here so it looks pretty in the end. So I'm going to separate those parts, right? Going to align the getting started, make it bigger. And I can delete this number here as well. Okay, so I have a better layout here. Another thing I would do was to change the background on this. I'm going to change here to this, and then now document, as you can see here. I think I'm going to remove the background of this one just because I want to blend better to other things, like this. And there we have it. The pocketmod is ready, so I can just download the PDF version of this and print it in my home printer. So this is basically the process I go through if I have a small short game or relatively short game and I want to turn it into a pocket mod for easy to carry and just convenience. I use this format, then I print it, assemble it, and I have it ready. So I hope you guys liked this video, the tips that I gave you here. If you want to know anything else about this game, other games, the process, anything else, you can leave a comment down below. Leave a like because that helps me continue to bring tutorials and content for you guys. And I hope to see you in our next video. Bye bye.